Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulihil Kareem, amma ba'd. Last time we stopped at two types of plural in Arabic. First of all, just to remind that in Arabic, the plural form starts from two and then onwards. In English, the plural form starts from two. A pen and pens. Whereas in Arabic, this is qalamun, one pen, this is qalamani, two pens, and this is aqlamun, three pens or more pens, maybe 10 or thousands, they all would be aqlamun. There are two types of plural in Arabic. One is a broken plural in which the singular form is broken in process of making a plural. The example that we considered was singular is kafirun and its broken plural is kuffarun. Now this word kafir no more exists here. Here there was an alif between kaf and fa, but here there is no alif between kaf and fa. Here there was no letter between fa and ra, but here alif is present between fa and ra. So the original singular word does not exist in plural anymore. Whereas the other example we considered was kafirun. Kafi. Here the word kafir exists as such, and there is only an addition to convert it to the plural form. There are many ways in which the broken plurals exist, but the salim plural or unbroken plural will be according to a certain formula, the way it was in the case of Muthanna. But in case of Musanna, there was only one rule to make a Musanna form in whatever the case. There was one rule of having Musanna form in Rafa, and there was only one rule to have the Musanna form in Nasab and Jar. In the case of plural, there are separate rules for masculine and feminine forms of plural. First we consider the Jama Salim, the unbroken plural of a masculine form. To convert a masculine singular, that is kafirun, in singular in Rafa form, you have to put a dhamma on the last letter of the singular form, that is so the last letter is Ra. Put a dhamma on the last letter of the singular form and then make an addition of Waw with sukoon and Noon with fatha to have the una sound at the end. So the kafirun, that is kafir in the Rafa form changes to kafiruna in plural form. Whereas in Nasab and Jar form, that is kafiran and kafirin, Nasab and Jar form. They have the similar procedure. Put a kasra on the last letter of the singular form. So the last letter is Ra with the addition of Ya with Sukoon and Noon with Fatha to make it Kafirin. Same would be case here. So the singular in Rafa form is Kafirun. It changes to Kafiruna. Kafiran is the Nasab singular form. It changes to Kafirina. And Kafirin is the Jar form and it changes to Kafirina again. Now we come to the feminine. We take the same example. Say it is Kafiratun. In Nasab form, it is Kafiratun. And in Nasab form, it would be Kafiratan and Kafiratin. Now, to convert these feminine nouns to plural form, in case of Rafa, the procedure is the same, only the harakat of the last letter would change. In case of Rafa, or in any case, you can say, you will consider the relative masculine form, and that is relative masculine form is Kafir. Now to convert it into plural, you have to take the relative masculine form and then have an addition of with the fatha of last letter. You have to consider the parallel or relative singular form with the fatha of last letter and making an addition of alif and ta makhtuta, that is the long ta in all these three cases. And then to have the rafa form, you will put a fatha on this ta and kasra. In both these cases, this form doesn't have a fatha at the end. So these two are the same and this is different. So this is rafa form, this is nasab form, and this is jar form. Rafa, nasab, and jar. So in the rafa form, masculine, you have to convert it to the plural noun, you have to have the dhamma on the last letter of the singular form and make an addition of waw with sukoon and noon with fatha. And in nasab form and jar form both, you have the last letter with kasra with the addition of ya with sukoon and noon with fatha. And in case of feminine, to have the masculine form, you have to have the relative singular noun, that is kafir, put a fatha on the last letter and then make an addition of alif and ta makhtuta, this long ta, and give a dhamma to the last ta. And in case of nasab and jar both, you have to have the concerned singular form and make an addition and put a fatha at the top of the last letter and then add alif and ta makhtuta. This will make the plural feminine form in nasab and jar. So note it down that the plural form is same both in masculine and feminine form. And this was comparable with the musanna too. In case of musanna also, the rafa form was separate, but the nasab and jar form both were the same. So now we jointly make a chart. Wahid, that is singular, and then we have muthanna, the form used for two, and then we have jama, that is plural. And on this side we have rafa form, and then we have nasab form, and then we have, these are the signs for our convenience: rafa, nasab and jar. These are the masculine forms. This is the male sign of biology, and then we have the feminine forms. This is masculine, this is feminine. Again we have three forms: rafa, nasab and jar, that is rafa, nasab and jar. We have another word, abid. We have the word abid. Abid means worshipper. So this was abidun, abidan, abidin. Then this was abidatun, abidatan and abidatin. Musanna of abidun is abidani, and musanna of abidatun would be abidatani. It has the same, musanna has the same rule in masculine and feminine. And then plural of abidatun would be abiduna. Abiduna, and musanna of abidan would be abidaini, and same would be here in case of jar, abidaini. Plural of abidan would be abidina, and plural of abidin too would be abidina. Then plural of abidatun would be abidatun, abidatun, and musanna of abidatan would be abidataini. And musanna of abidatin too would be abidataini. Abidataini, and plural of abidatun. Plural of abidatun would be abidatun, and plural of abidatan would be abidatin, and the plural of abidatin too would be abidatin. The masculine rafa form abidun, abidani, abiduna. Then masculine in nasab form abidan, abidaini, abidina. Then masculine jar form abidin, musanna abidaini, and plural abidina. Then the feminine rafa form abidatun, singular, musanna abidatani, jama abidatun. Nasab, abidatan, musanna, abidataini, and then plural, abidatin. Jar, abidatin, musanna, abidatin, singular, abidataini, musanna, and abidatin, jama. So we can quickly read them. Abidun, abidani, abiduna, abidan, abidaini, abidina, abidin, abidaini, abidina, abidatun, abidatani, abidatun, abidatan, abidataini, abidatin, abidatin, abidataini, abidatin. We can have any word here and it would act the same way. So we can replace abid with sajid. Sajid instead of abid. Sajid means the one who prostrates, who performs sajda. So this would be sajidun, sajidani, sajiduna, sajidan, sajidaini, sajidina, sajidin, sajidaini, sajidina, sajidatun, the feminine worshipper would be sajidatun, sajidatani, sajidatun, sajidatan, sajidataini, sajidatin, sajidatin, sajidataini, sajidatin. We can have shahid. So this would be in the same fashion. Shahidun, shahidani, shahiduna, shahidan, shahidaini, shahidina, shahidin, shahidaini, shahidina, shahidatun, shahidatani, shahidatun, shahidatan, shahidataini, shahidatin, shahidatin, shahidataini, shahidatin. Mu'min, believer. So it would be mu'minun, mu'minani, mu'minuna, mu'minan, mu'minaini, mu'minina, mu'minin, mu'minaini, mu'minina, mu'minatun, mu'minatani, mu'minatun, mu'minatan, mu'minataini, mu'minatin, mu'minatin, mu'minataini, mu'minatin. Mushrik, one who performs shirk, one who associates with Allah, one who associates others with Allah, he is called mushrik. So the chart of mushrik would be mushrikun, mushrikani, mushrikuna, mushrikan, mushrikaini, mushrikina, mushrikin, mushrikaini, mushrikina, then feminine mushrikatun, mushrikatani, mushrikatun, mushrikatan, mushrikataini, mushrikatin, and mushrikatin, mushrikataini, mushrikatin. We can read it the other way around too. For example, abidun, abidan, abidin, in singular, the forms, the singular forms in rafa, nasab and jar, both in masculine and feminine, would be abidun, abidan, abidin, abidatun, abidatan, abidatin. Then musanna forms abidani, abidaini, abidaini, abidatani, abidataini, abidataini. Then plural forms abiduna, abidina, abidina, abidatun, abidatin, abidatin. If we read mushrik in that form, then that pattern, it will be mushrikun, mushrikan, mushrikin, mushrikun in rafa form, singular, masculine, and then mushrikan would be singular, masculine in nasab form, and mushrikin would be singular, masculine in jar form. This is the way to read. You read from the top, then go this way. Singular, rafa form, masculine. Then it will become mushrikun, mushrikan, mushrikin, then mushrikani, mushrikaini, mushrikaini, mushrikatun, mushrikatani, mushrikataini, mushrikataini, then mushrikuna, 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 mushrikina, mushrikina, mushrikatun, mushrikatin, mushrikatin. So you can have, for your own practice, a few more nouns and make similar charts for them. Make a chart like this, a blank chart. And in this blank chart, So this would be masculine and this would be feminine. The masculine sign and then feminine sign, and then you have the Rafa form, Nasab form and Jar form. Rafa form, Nasab form and Jar form, and then at the top this would be singular, and then Muthanna, and then this is plural form. So you can have this blank and get photocopied and then take different words, different nouns and make charts for them that will help you to get tuned with these forms. That is very important. We stop it here today. Akhiru da'wana, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.